This is the outside of the Elddis Majestic 155 2021 edition. As we move along, if we just come past the exhaust pipe, we have the flue for the boiler. We do not need to do anything with this, just to make sure that nothing is obstructing it. We then have the vents for the Dometic fridge. As this is a fully winterized motorhome, it is supplied with winter covers. As you can see, I've already installed the top one just here, and they literally just clip on here, and then we just turn these two parts here with either a flat-headed screwdriver or the ignition key to lock the cover in place. When installed, the fridge will only vent from the lower points, thus holding some heat in and making it run efficiently in cold weather. Do make sure that they are both removed for the warmer months, or otherwise the fridge will just overheat. Next we have the external shower hose connection. So to remove the dust cover, just push the blue collar towards the motorhome and it will then release. Then if we take the external shower and plug it in, then as long as the water pump is turned on inside, this will automatically go under pressure. And this releases exactly the same way as the dust cover. We then have water drain points. So we have the grey one for the grey water, so anything that goes down your plug holes goes into the holding tank and then is drained off just here. And then we can also drain the fresh water tank down just here. Next we have the location of the cassette. So to remove the cassette, just lift up and pull towards you. Before use, remove the cap and add your toilet chemical with a small amount of water. This is also where it empties from. Just remember that when you are pouring it away, to hold the button in just here to release the vacuum inside. It's also advisable to keep this seal lubricated. Thetford do their own seal lubricant, but any silicone-based lubricant is fine. This is also a nice quick and easy way of giving the cassette a good clean. If you do need to gain full access inside, this whole section here can be removed. You'll see at the moment this arrow is pointing to the locked point. Twist this round so the arrow points here, and then it can be removed. All of these cassettes now are on wheels with extendable handles. Fresh water tank fill just here. As you can see, it can be locked. Just pop your hose pipe in to fill up the fresh tank. Then we have mains hookup, and also in here the leisure battery. And then above that we have the Fiamma bike rack. To use, just pull down, then undo, and then raise up and then lock into place. Bike's on the rails, secure the straps through the wheels, and then attach the arms to the frames of the bikes. Rear view camera just up here. And lower down we have the flue for the space heater. Like the boiler, don't really need to do anything with it, but just make sure that nothing is obstructing it. External barbecue point just here. You'll see at the moment that the adapter is still attached on a cable tie, so remove and then attach the hose of the barbecue to this ribbed section just here and secure it with a Jubilee clip. To use, take this end and plug it in where my finger is just here, and it will lock into place, and it will then allow you to turn the gas on. To remove it, just push the collar and it will then release. We then have access underneath the fixed bed. We can see the intake for the space heater. Spare wheel just located here, and it winds down from this point here where my finger is. So in the jack and wheel brace kit there's a bar. Attach the bar and then the brace to that, and then wind it down. We then have the gas locker. So there is room in here for 2 gas bottles. The regulator just sits here, and then the hose comes off the regulator and then screws into the propane bottle and is tightened with a gas spanner. Bottle on and off on the top. Do make sure that the bottle is isolated for travel. Next we have the Dometic roll-out canopy. To roll it out, take the canopy winding handle and then pop it in at this point here, and then begin to wind. As you can now see, I've wound the canopy out a short distance. The legs are located just here. They are sprung loaded, so if I now push this in, the leg can then come out and then drop down just here. Then what we do is we then slide it along until it reaches the end, and then we just make sure that it locks just here. This bit here then slides up, and then we then undo, and this will then allow the leg to drop down. Get the height that you would like the awning at, and then lock down like so. Then do the same with the other leg. And again, make sure it clicks and locks into place. And same again, just undo. And now we're supported, we can then continue to roll the canopy out, and then just literally walk the legs out as you wind. Because of the size of the canopy, it comes with what is known as a rafter pole, and the rafter pole is this black pole just here. Again, it's sprung loaded on the end. Just squeeze it in to remove it, and then it pops in just here and then up here. Once installed, it then looks like this. We then have diesel fill just here, cap unlocks on the ignition key. Add blue top up underneath it, it will let you know on the dashboard when it needs to be filled. Tyre pressures on the door pillar just here. Both passenger and driver seats are heated. Jack and wheel brace all underneath the passenger seat. And vehicle battery just here. bonnet release just here. The motorhome is alarmed, and it is armed and disarmed on the actual main key fob just here. So if I now lock it, we will get a single beep indicating that it is armed, and when we unlock it, we will get a double cheep signalling it is disarmed. What we can also do is put it into pet friendly mode, and the way we do that is by pressing it once and then twice, and we'll get a high-pitched chirp letting us know that we have activated that particular mode. And now the motorhome is armed on the outside but disarmed on the inside. If I now unlock it again and I slightly leave a door ajar, and we now try to arm it, we'll get a series of high-pitched chirps letting us know that one of the doors has not been completely shut. With the second set of keys, you are supplied with an alarm fob, as the key does not have any buttons on it. So we have arm and disarm just here.